All right, we are here with Los Goldfires at Nightcap, and I think it's been a long time since I've talked to you guys. Um, how do you guys like the weather so far? What do you guys do to keep warm? I mean, you guys are called Los Goldfires. What do you guys do to keep warm? Do you guys like hug each other? Do you guys cuddle? What is it that Los Goldfires do? You guys, what is it?
Mark has a pretty interesting way of staying warm. Marcus really is.
I like to cuddle with my guitar. Keeps me really warm.
All right, cuddling with the guitar. What about you, Seal?
Cuddling with Mark's guitar.
And you, Edgar?
Cuddling with interviewers.
So you guys just had a show about 2 weeks ago, opening up for Natalia Lafourcade. What was that experience like? This is a pretty big deal. She's a Grammy Award winner, known for lots of collaborations in film and with many different artists, including Juan Gabriel. What was that like?
It was exciting. I mean, we didn't really expect for her to contact us and ask us if we could open up for her, and we're really surprised, but we're actually really happy as well. I mean, I've known her music since I was a little kid, so I mean, it kind of just came out of nowhere. Also because of the genres that we play aren't necessarily the same, but I guess they do complement each other in a way. But it was really fun.
I don't know if a lot of your fans know, but they call you crabs. Why do they call you crabs?
Well, it's just a singular. Just crab.
It's not crabs.
Let it go for the record that does not mean what most people think it means. That maybe this is why I have like people coming up to me after a show because they're just like, that's crabs for a reason. Yeah.
So the nickname doesn't play in your favor.
Not when you put it that way.
Crab. So it's crab.
Yes.
Crab for short. Why do they call you crab?
I still don't know, but it's it's better than it's better than Jebediah.
Seul, on the other hand, he does have a very unique. That's his real name, Seul, and I think he always tells the story because we like to hear it. And every time we introduce someone to Seul, right, it's always a great story to hear. But for those people who might not know where the Seul stems from, what's that story? Why is it Seul? What is that even like?
Well, I mean, I don't want to make the story too long, but pretty much my dad's name is Jose Luis, so he named me his name backwards, which is Siulesoch. Yeah. But why? Well, pretty much because I have an older brother and he didn't want my dad naming me Jose Luis. So as a game with my brother, he just called me Jose Luis backward, kind of as a joke.
What are the two truths and the lie? What?
I forgot. I forgot mine. I remember Edgar's though. Edgar's is.
Yours are very specific.
Really?
Yeah, yours are kind of obvious.
Really?
Yeah.
One of them has to do about. One of them's about your mom for sure.
That's Edgar's.
No, that was. I forgot. I know which one yours is.
Oh, I remember mine. I have.
You're a colorblind
Oh.
graphic designer or something like that, and that you once. I forgot what it was.
Oh, I remember now. Okay, no. It was once I was in a police lineup, and I didn't get caught. I wasn't convicted of any crimes. I walked out of there a free man. And that's actually true. That's a true one. That's a true one. That one's right.
So you've never forgotten your mom's birthday because it says one of them was you forgot your mom's birthday twice. What's the best gift you've ever bought for your mom?
Oh, I know. One time I was in 7th grade, no job, nothing, but I wanted to buy my mom like a diamond necklace, and so I saved up my money, like my birthday money. I hustled something, and I finally bought her a necklace. And my mom's not materialistic at all, but I thought she'd really like it. Buy that necklace. I think within a week, I was like, hey man, you should wear that necklace. We're gonna go to church or something like that, and she had lost it by then. So that was my favorite gift I gave her, and then it was also a gift I regretted because I could have used it for Pokemon cards or something.
Penny, and you paid $14 for it, so that's why she just gave it to her someone else.
It was your favorite present, but it was her least favorite one.
What are the two truths and one lie? Do you remember them?
I can't remember
which one's like the last one, but I know one of them was like I sold my Pokemon cards for this amount of euros, and and my dog ate my homework. That one was mostly true. Yeah. I can't remember the last one. Oh yeah, yeah. The third one, I'm a doctor.
So you guys have Midwestern Part 1, Midwestern Part 2. What was the theme of Midwestern Part 1? I remember a while back you guys did a really cool show at Víctimas de Arte at right here in Pilsen, and there was definitely like I think that one really set like kind of a really cool like tone for who you guys were. What's the difference between Midwestern Part 1 versus Midwestern Part 2? And for those of people who do not know what those are, what are they?
I feel like we don't necessarily put them in any specific order. I feel it's just our favorite songs during that time, and we just group them in 3 and we just put them out. But there's no real they don't really sound too much alike necessarily, or we don't group them in a specific way.
What's your favorite song of the both of the series?
Loteria, definitely. Yeah, I love that one.
Loteria. How about you, Chris? What's your favorite?
Hands down, Loteria. Yeah.
And yours, Edgar?
I like them all, but yeah, I guess Loteria.
Crab, your favorite song of Midwestern Part 1, Midwestern Part 2?
The one that Edgar's singing, I really like that one, a lot.
And which one is that one?
Loteria.
And you, Mark, what's your favorite song of
I sound like a broken record, but Loteria. Same.
Loteria? So check it out. And that one's in what? Midwestern 1 or Midwestern 2? Midwestern 2. But why is it your favorite song? Is it why is it your favorite song?
It's like 2 songs in one. There's kind of like 2 parts to it. There's kind of like the main part, which is the beginning, and then there's a weird transition, and then it goes into like a really groovy ending. So I feel like when it gets to that really groovy ending, it just kind of, I don't know, it's nice. It makes you want to dance.
Nice.
While we were coming up with it in Mark's garage, like we only had the 5 instruments and stuff, but when we were in the studio with the goats, like the goats were channeling their energy through like just the atmosphere and the space. So like it's like they're talking to us, and they allowed us to experiment with like a lot of different ideas, and like all of us pitched in on that song, and like we thought like what we can do like just to get really like experimental with it. And I think that's one of the different songs that you hear off of the 2 EPs so far that we put out, because it's just very different. It's got a lot of stuff going on that you normally wouldn't hear.
Now, word around town is that you guys are working on the 3rd part of Midwestern, and you guys have a really cool place that you guys go to, which happens to have goats. What is this place? Where is this magical studio?
The Goat Studio by Kankakee, down South Illinois.
And what makes this place so special besides the goats? I mean, or for those people that don't know what this place is, what is it?
Nothing makes it special.
How long have you guys spent so far on this next part of Midwestern? And is this the last part of Midwestern? Anybody have any idea?
So the idea was always to release it like little by little to the public, and finally like put it in one disc for everyone to enjoy on a compact CD.
So
The cool part that there's gonna be a special song there that's not included in Part 1, Part 2, or Part 3. So it's like it'll give you guys incentive to actually buy or at least check us out at our show, and there's gonna be extra stuff there. A lot of goodies for everyone. It's gonna be a lot of cool stuff.
All our music is free, and we like doing shows for free. And like at this moment, I think it's just important for everybody just to like have a nice cool spot. And the incentive, if you come and buy our stuff and you support us, you kind of get a song that you wouldn't have listened to anywhere else. Like it won't be available on Spotify immediately. It won't be available like on SoundCloud immediately. But definitely we're doing like a secret little song.
what's your favorite part of a show? Like, how do you what is it that makes it Los Goldfires and aside and different from any other band? What do you guys bring to a show that's different?
Well, usually our shows, Mostly are in Pilsen, and Pilsen is kind of a upcoming hub for young artists. And usually when we plan out shows and we play in shows, it's not only for the music. Usually we invite artists, we invite vendors, we invite local shop owners, and it's not only a show for the music or for us. It's for everyone else and along with the community, and that's why usually I feel like we feel a bit more at ease because it's not only us being in the stage, it's everyone else that made the show possible and it helped us out to organize the event.
Who's your favorite person to see at these events? Is there?
I would have to say Rampi.
Rampi.
Grumpy.
Pinche pendejo, güey, Rampi, güey.
Just like the combination of everyone that's there, you know, like mostly the people that go because they really want to check out the music or they like someone that's painting, you know, like I don't like Grumpy though.
Have your parents ever gone to any of your shows? And if they have, what is their reaction? What do they say to you guys?
Actually, my whole family went to the Natalia Lafourcade show, and they were actually fans of Natalia Lafourcade, so they're really excited that we actually played for Natalia Lafourcade.
What about yours, Chris?
Yeah, my mom came. Actually, my whole family came over the summer. We had like a little Chicago tour. We did like Fiesta del Sol, Pilsen Fest, followed by Via Palooza, and they went to all of them. Yeah, they loved it, man. They're having a good time supporting us. My dad used to be in a band, so he just likes to kind of pick at us. He like after the show just tells us everything we did wrong, and it's just like, okay, thanks.
And your dad's like he's a professional audio guy, right? So he knows all about this stuff.
Yeah, he'll even get mad at the sound guys because he's more like he's a sound guy, he's a sound engineer. So he'd be like, oh man, that sound engineer was really good. Like the Via Palooza guy wasn't too hot, but the Pilsen Fest dude was on fire. He was like, man, that was a good sound engineer.
He's like one of those soccer dads that's always yelling at the ref like, "Y esa tarjeta, árbitro vendido."
What's a milestone for you guys up to this point? What's been like, man, this is the shit. Like this is the biggest thing. What has been your milestone, Mark?
Well, I mean, so far, like now that it's winter, I like to hibernate and work on music on my own time. Just like to read, you know. Just try to figure shit out to do, even if it's not musically. Yeah, like even if it doesn't have to do with, has nothing to do with music, I still like to do something. But usually I like to focus on music on my spare time.
Okay. And what's your milestone, Mark?
Was that the question, dude? Oh my God, my bad. You can pass it on to Seal.
What's been your milestone so far?
I don't know, just recording. I'm always really happy to go to the GOAT studio because I did say that nothing makes it special, but that's what it is because it's so isolated and it's in the middle of nowhere that you can really go and relax. So I think our milestone is just going there pretty much every month and recording and listening to our music with headphones instead of, just live.
Edgar?
What's the milestone?
Yeah, milestone.
I think this year was a milestone for us, honestly. Like we got a lot of shows, we got the EPs pretty much, and I feel like we're on track. Next year we got some plans for you guys and full force, I guess.
Mr. Chris, milestone.
I'd say collectively, it's like we're contributing to a community, and we're like trying to strengthen our scene, and we're starting here in Pilsen, but like we hope to like represent Chicago when we move on and get bigger. So that's a huge milestone for us. We've planned, and we're executing our goals and our ideas.
Mr. Crab.
Well, just kind of what they said. Like we got like year one in our belts, and like we're still here, and we still want to do it with as much as the same enthusiasm and energy that we've had it since when we started, and that's like driving us forward. We're always thinking of like the next thing that we could be doing, and that nothing feels stuck. That feeling is like a milestone, I guess, for me. That the enthusiasm hasn't left. The thrill hasn't died yet, so we're still.
Any last words before we conclude our interview?
What's my favorite swear word?
Favorite swear word?
Pinche. Yeah.
Mine would be I have road rage, so I say hijo de puta a lot. I love it.
Stay tuned with Los Goldfires, and you can find them on Facebook, Bandcamp, Twitter, Spotify, and again, Apple Music. And it was a pleasure talking to you guys as always. And stick around because we'll probably play some music from Los Goldfires.